live stream's good.
Okay. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Good morning. My name is Dr. Mary Lopez, and I am the Dean for the College of Graduate Nursing. I have the pleasure of welcoming faculty, students, and staff that are joining us today. I wish to extend a special welcome to the dignitaries in the audience. We are here in person, and we're also streaming online. Our interim president, Dr. Sylvia Manning. Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mrs. Elizabeth Zamora. Our university provost, Dr. David Barron. Wave, Dr. Barron. Our senior vice president of university advancement, Dr. Diane Abraham. Our senior vice president of student affairs, Dr. Beverly Guidry. Our senior vice president of mission integration, Dr. Stephanie Bolin. Esteemed members of our board of trustees, our fellow deans, our wonderful staff, faculty, and administration of the College of Graduate Nursing. Today's event is the White Coat Ceremony, one of our college's special ceremonies that is part of the Western University of Health Sciences tradition. This ceremony acknowledges the transitional moment in our students' professional careers as they begin the next phase of their educational journey. Although we're not together with our family and friends in one room due to the pandemic, we are streaming this event live via YouTube, and so we're together virtually. And this is just as important. The COVID pandemic has touched all of our lives. Nurses continue to care for patients with COVID. For a long time, visitors were not allowed to see loved ones in the hospitals or clinics. So nurses used phones, tablets, and laptops to reach out and integrate families and friends into patient-centered care. Despite excellent patient care, nurses witnessed many patients succumb to the virus. Several of us lost loved ones and friends to COVID. I'd like to acknowledge the important work nurses are continuing to do, caring for patients who are fighting the coronavirus, and remember those who have passed away during the COVID pandemic. Let's honor them by taking a moment of silence. Thank you. This is a special year in so many ways. The World Health Organization named 2021 as the International Year of the Nurse and Midwife in honor of the 200th anniversary of Florence Nightingale's birthday. The celebration started in 2020 and continues in 2021. The eyes of the world are on our profession in a way that we could have not anticipated. Nurses are in the spotlight and all around the world. This tragic pandemic is revealing the irreplaceable work of nursing for all to see. Florence Nightingale used her lamp to illuminate places where nursing worked. The designation of 2021 as the Year of the Nurse highlights how nursing is shaping the new normal of healthcare. Nurses continue to light the way to care for patients, families, and communities during the pandemic. Joining me on stage to celebrate our students are many of our nursing faculty. It's my privilege to introduce them to you. If you would please stand up, wave, and be recognized as your name is called. Dr. Rodney Hicks, Associate Dean, Administrative and Research. Dr. Don Stone, Director of MSN, Master of Science in Nursing Program, Director of Ambulatory Track. Dr. Marcy Horowitz, Director of MSN, Health Systems Leadership Track, and the Endowed Chair for Quality and Safety. Dr. Matt Durkin, Professor and Director of Assessment and Educational Effectiveness. Dr. Joey Dang, Director, Family Nurse Practitioner Program. Professor Michael Melanello, Interim Director of the MSNE Program. Dr. Gwen Orozco, Assistant Director of the MSNE Program. Professor Marcia Guillaume, Chief Officer of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Dr. Renata Jones. Dr. Amanda Imai. Dr. Patty Shuckshire, Past Director of the MSNE Program. Dr. Wendy Swanson. Professor Eugene Alex Brown. Professor Linda Flores. Professor Denise Glenor Green. Professor Mark Wirtz. Mr. Bill Burrows, Director of Development for the College of Graduate Nursing and the College of Osteopathic Medicine of the Pacific. And he's back there. Did I miss anybody? I think I got everyone. Okay. I'm starting my comments by addressing the challenging work and focus it took you, the students at the College of Graduate Nursing, to get here today. Your presence at this event means that you have taken the steps to advance your career in nursing. You did not accomplish this without support, the support of family and friends. Therefore, I'd like to take this time to pause and acknowledge and thank the family and friends of our College of Graduate Nursing students. Let's give them a round of applause. I also thank the numerous donors who contributed to the WINS Fund, W-I-N-S. WINS stands for Welcoming Incoming Nursing Students. The donors of the WINS Fund are listed in your program. The WINS Fund helps incoming students get started in the MSNE program as they develop their professional identity as a nurse. These funds are used to purchase the student's white coat and other supplies that help you learn to be nurses. Opportunities to donate to the WINS Fund at the college are available in our program and on our Western U website. At the College of Graduate Nursing, we have a variety of students. Seated here today are the Master of Science in Nursing program for entry into nursing. We call it MSNE. These students received their bachelor's degree in another field and are now continuing as graduate students, learning the nursing profession for the first time. So welcome, MSNE students. Glad to have you. We also have several other programs that are celebrating their white coat ceremonies at different times. The college has a Master of Science in Nursing for students who would like to become ambulatory nurses, health system leadership nurses, and nurse practitioners. We also have nursing students who are practicing nurses and are earning a certificate to become family nurse practitioners, psych mental health nurse practitioners, and emergency nurse practitioners. Lastly, we have the Doctor of Nursing Practice students called DNP, Doctor of Nursing Practice. The DNP is a terminal degree in nursing, the highest that can be achieved. The students will set policy, teach at the highest level, and lead change in healthcare, applying evidence-based practice in clinical settings. There are many programs at the College of Graduate Nursing, and we are continuing to expand. The white coat ceremony is an important tradition established by the university. It's a time when students are cloaked with a white clinical coat to represent their entry into nursing. This tradition, held in the presence of faculty, administration, and family members, enhances students' awareness of their responsibilities as healers as they enter nursing education. The ceremony encourages students to accept the obligations inherent in our nursing profession, to be excellent in science, to be compassionate, and to lead lives of the highest integrity. There has never been a better time to be a nurse. In fact, the US World News Report of the top 25 jobs in 2021, what do you think nursing got? 3. We were in the top 3. Only computer engineer and software developer were ranked higher. which makes a lot of sense because we spent a lot of time on Zoom and other computer platforms in the last year. Year after year, nurses are the most trusted profession. This year, the Gallup poll released information that showed that nurses rank the highest for ethics and honesty. Nursing lends a sense of beyond self by respecting humanity, having integrity, and valuing the essence of the human spirit. Nurses are endeared and loved by the community. As nurses, we can help heal the heart, the mind, the soul, and the bodies of our patients, their families, and their communities. Nurses enhance the quality of life during each patient encounter. Students, where the needs of the world and your talents cross, that is your calling. The world needs nurses, and you are entering into nursing school. Although your educational journey may be difficult at times, nothing compares to the fulfillment of improving the life of others. So I will close by quoting the great Maya Angelou, who said, "As a nurse, every day you will touch a life, or a life will touch yours." Congratulations on wearing your white coat and beginning to learn about the greatest profession called nursing. At this time, I'd like to introduce the College of Graduate Nursing's Interim Director of the MSNE program, Professor Michael Marinello. Please join me in welcoming Professor Marinello.
Hello. Welcome to the class of 2023. You're in nursing school. This is an exciting day. It's a very exciting thing. I, among the many faculty and staff here today, will have the distinct pleasure of educating over the next 2 years. We are going to be educating you. Your hard work and perseverance has earned you, well, another 2 years of hard work and perseverance. Jokes aside, you are each sitting here today because you have worked diligently and will begin to travel the road to registered nursing. We are very glad that you're here. We need you. Healthcare needs you. People need you. Many of you will have the opportunities to change healthcare, and with that change, you will improve the lives of people. Your potential is seemingly limitless. But before you go and change the world, I have a few things to offer. First, look to your left, look to your right, look behind you, and look in front of you. These are the people you will share a special bond with, a bond like no other. You will gain lifelong friends and bizarre nursing family that is filled with characters unlike anyone you know. I will be honest with you. I have friends who are nurses. Some of them are sitting over there. They're kind of weird. I myself am kind of weird. I have been called goofy, obnoxious, and presently am the loudest person who has ever been given a microphone. Nurses aren't exactly normal. Nurses electively choose to serve others during some of the best and worst of times. We see the horrors of trauma, surgery, and the worst that life can hand someone. But we also see the beauty of life beginning, of a family growing larger. I told you about my family next week, right? Baby on the way. But we also see the healing of the sick. And as nurses, we thrive in these times. We are part of some of the most significant moments in a patient's life and their family's lives. We are not normal because we are made to be different. Second, I cannot promise you will love, like, enjoy, otherwise dislike your faculty. I am sorry. We have high expectations of you, but believe you can meet those expectations, and we will push you to your very best. I remember after I was a new graduate, I was working in the pediatric ER at Loma Linda. we received patients via helicopter. And so typically if a patient comes in on a helicopter, there's a nurse with them. So I went up to the helicopter pad, and who comes off of that helicopter but Dr. Stacy Toro, my critical care med-surg advanced professor, a person that I hated. She made my life so hard. She pushed me to my very limit of what I could and could not do, and then said, "You can do better." I remember we took that patient, we stabilized them, we got them exactly where they needed to go. Dr. Toro gave me reports, and me and the healthcare team did our best. At the very end of it, I remember she came up to me. She gave me one of those awkward side hugs, right? And I said, "Dr. Toro, it's so good to see you." She said, "Oh, sweetheart, you can call me Stacy." She said, "I'm so proud of you. I can tell that you've grown to give people your best." That's what I want for you. I want you to be the best. Third, as we cover your shoulders with a white coat today, you are being publicly acknowledged as the nurse you will become. This is an outward expression of your intention to serve others, no matter the circumstance and no matter the person. Today, you are different, and different is good. Lastly, I will quote a friend, running over there, and a fellow nurse. "We chose you to become Western U nurses, but you did not choose us to make you a mediocre nurse." So, my friends, future nurses, choose to be different. Choose to be extraordinary. Thank you. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce the director of the MSN Health Systems Leadership Program and the endowed chair for quality and safety, Dr. Marcy Horowitz. Please welcome her.
Thank you, and welcome to all. It is my honor and privilege to introduce our white coat speaker, Ann Mendoza. Ann is currently the Director of Clinical Education at Pomona Valley Medical Center. Ann, like several of us sitting up here on the stage, took the stepping stone journey in nursing. She began her career as a licensed vocational nurse, returning to school to complete her RN, then her BSN, and finally her MSN. As a committed lifelong learner, she will be returning to school this fall to begin her Doctor of Nursing practice journey. Ann began her nursing career at Pomona Valley. Dr. Shaksher, our Dr. Shaksher, hired her for the medical surgical unit. Ann then transitioned to the emergency department, became a hospital educator, the manager of nursing education, and is now the director of clinical education. Excuse me. Ann holds certification as a nurse executive and professional development specialist. She is trained as an outcomes ingenuity just culture trainer and a Lean Six Sigma Green Belt. She is a member of several professional organizations, including, but not limited to, the American Nurses Association, the Association for Nursing and Professional Development, the Association of California Nurse Leaders, and many others. She is co-chair on the advisory committee for Mount San Antonio College of Nursing, a member of the advisory committee for Citrus College of Nursing, and FlexEd Comprehensive Health Care Education. Excuse me. Among her many accomplishments, she is most proud of initiating the Simulation Center at Pomona Valley, the development and implementation of the ANCC Practice Transition accredited program for new graduate RN residents. While many hospitals have new grad programs, not many are accredited. And she is actively involved in Pomona Valley's Magnet journey. While still working as an ED educator, Ann became adjunct clinical faculty for CGN, for fundamentals, med-surg, and advanced med-surg. As she advanced in her career, she has maintained her unwavering support and assistance for CGN and student clinical opportunities for students in our MSN and DNP programs. Anne worked very closely with Dr. Shakshir and Dean Lopez to open up the dedicated education unit for CGN students at Pomona Valley. And during this current pandemic, when other practice partners were saying no to students' involvements in clinical and quality improvement initiatives, Anne was saying yes, helping us to ensure that students were able to have the appropriate clinical experiences and helping them complete their nursing education in a timely manner. I know I have only shared a fraction of Anne Mendoza's professional accomplishments and only discussed a small portion of her work with CGN, CGN leadership, and CGN students. I hope you will take future opportunities to learn more about her. And if you're at Pomona Valley, spend time visiting with her. Anne represents the type of nurse I hope you will strive to be. Compassionate and person-centered, an advocate for patients and the profession, a committed lifelong learner, a humble, forward-thinking, visionary leader who is open to other perspectives, new ideas, and is not afraid to try a new way of doing things. I would like you to welcome Ms. Mendoza, our practice partner and friend, as our white coat keynote speaker.
Wow, thank you, Marcy. I would like to meet Anne Mendoza. Good morning. I was asked to speak to you all about resilience. The first step to developing resilience begins with finding joy in what we do. You have selected nursing as your career, which is an altruistic and service-oriented profession. This career is very demanding on the mind and the body. As nurses, we impact patients, families, and the community. As a nurse, it is our obligation to care for what happens to our patients and to strive to provide the best possible experiences. Those who inherently care about helping others tend to pursue careers from the healing profession, which in this case, you have chosen to practice nursing. Nursing has been deemed the most trusted profession year after year. That trust has been built from the foundations of resilience. So why is it necessary to talk about resilience? Nurses tend to dedicate a lot of effort and emotion into bettering of their patients. Unfortunately, nurses also experience hardship even after exhausting all their efforts. These hardships can include terminal diagnosis of a patient or the loss of patients. These events can take a devastating toll on you. Before you can build resilience, you must first understand what it is. Resilience is having the ability to recover and work through stress, being able to bend and not break. It is the positive adaptation to adversity. It is the tolerance to stress and maintaining a sense of humor. The first step towards the development of resilience is to perform a self-assessment. Ask yourself and reflect on some of these questions. Am I able to adapt easily to change? Does past success build my confidence to handle new challenges? Can I recover from a hardship? Do I have a strong purpose in life? Are my goals obtainable? Am I proud of my accomplishments? Do I have and know resources available to me when I need help? Can I stay focused and in control when under pressure? After reflecting on these questions, recognize what areas of stress may be a weakness for you. Find ways to strengthen those weaknesses. There are several ways to manage stress. For example, biological techniques
such as tracking, are very beneficial. Tracking is where you purposely use sensory awareness to read your body's reaction to stress. This is useful in locating where your body holds stress and anxiety, such as the eyes and neck. When you feel overloaded or overwhelmed with stress, take a moment to breathe and think about something that brings you peace. It can be from your spirituality or it can be from a hobby. These are forms of self-care, which is paramount in maintaining a long-lasting and healthy career. You must not forget to do the things that you teach your community, like obtaining an adequate amount of sleep, eating healthy, and exercise regularly. It is also equally important to remember to take a break and breathe. Become aware of your breathing and take slow, deep breaths to realign your racing mind. Additionally, debriefing after a traumatic event is of utmost importance. Remember, difficult situations can be worked through much more efficiently when it is talked about with people you trust. Finally, build hope. Look forward to new milestones you will achieve. Develop a sense of gratitude and remember to give thanks for the opportunities afforded to you. Congratulations on becoming nursing students and welcome to the profession.
Coding the first half of our master's entry students will be Professor Denise Glenar Green, Professor Eugene Brown, and Professor Linda Flores. Faculty, please come forward.
Melissa Cruz. William Omar Murguia. Christian Chavez. Christine Ocampo. Cassandra Zavala. Saima Hanif. Taylor Gaines. Nicole Zulka Guerra. Roberto Salazar. Payam Elmi. Ryan Park. Cassandra Flores. Ashley Hammett. Jacqueline Go. Tiffany Magana. Rachel Pokipala, also known as Poki. Jessica Hinojosa. Lilith Yermagian. Jerome Guzman. Teresa Gruby. Elizabeth Wang. John Sung. Alex Taylor. Donia Mozeni. Sarah Finn Magana. She just got married. Stacy Still. Megan Gill. Cassandra Fong. Blanca Martinez Muñoz. Aaliyah Brown.
Thank you, faculty. You may be seated. Coding the second half of our master's entry students will be Dr. Wendy Swanson, Dr. Mandy Imai, and Dr. Don Stone. Faculty, please come forward.
Fareshta Wahid. Amanda English. Brianna Balisan. Jocelyn Luna. Songi O. Stephanie Campaña. Paige Pearson. Diani Jacobo. Ali Akbari. Sky Munoz. Alexandra Blakeney. Jonathan Medina Sandoval. Brittany Nguyen. Ivy Dang. Maisha Somerville. Anamika Sud. McKenna Dunn. Haley Dulkin. Joseph Abaya. Dominique Martinez. Justina Ibrahim. Latangia, also known as Tangia Oliver. Ariel Oved. The second Haley Alcaraz. Priscilla Han. Alisa Chan. Nini Tran. Lillian Ho. Danny Liu. Elizabeth Arias. Susan, also known as Susie Melikian. And the third Elizabeth Barba. Quinn Tran. Cynthia Velasco. Kimberly Arreguin. Aaron Santa Maria. Logan Morrison. Olivia Wallace. Derek Lee. Lee or Lai? Lee.
Thank you, faculty. You may be seated. On behalf of the College of Graduate Nursing, welcome to all of our new students. And now we would like to invite Dr. Gwen Orozco, Assistant Director of the Master's Entry Program, to the podium to share a few closing remarks.
Good morning, everyone. You've heard this several times today, and I'm going to say it again. Congratulations. This room is beaming with the newly coded white students. I have no doubt that you all have worked very hard to be here today. So I want to close by talking about your white coat. I know that you're excited and have a deep pleasure of satisfaction as you slip on your white coats today. But when this celebratory day is done and you prepare to start the fall semester, I ask you to reflect on this question. Why are you here? And what do you hope to accomplish? Donning on your white coat is the first step to the boundary of learning and practicing the art and science of nursing, and to begin the development of a new identity, that of a nursing professional. When you see someone in a white coat, it is almost perceived as a powerful symbol of authority, of social and economic entitlement. However, I know that the majority of you know and believe that the white coat is a declaration of your commitment. It is accepting the obligations and the responsibilities of the nursing profession. Donning on the white coat is the start of a new journey. The journey will require a lot of hard work, sleepless nights, countless hours of studying, reading, writing, researching, and clinical experiences. The faculty donning you the white coat is to tell you, I believe in you and I'm here to support you. The white coat is a symbol of duty, honor, respect, compassion, humanism, and altruism. Nursing is just that, a symbol of duty, honor, respect, compassion, humanism, and altruism. As a CGN student, you are bound by the same professional commitments as soon as you start this journey with us today, not when you graduate. I often hear the phrase, "I am just a student." And this line can mean, I don't know a lot yet. Don't expect too much from me. Those who have experience know way more than I do. I'm not sure. I am just a student. Is it an excuse or a justification for doing a substandard job? So I will take you back to my earlier question. Why are you here? And what do you hope to accomplish? One general answer, you're going to make an impact in someone's life. You're going to affect the healthcare system to improve people's lives. Putting on a white coat is a commitment to do that. So I challenge you, in a time when you are about to say, I am just a student, rephrase that to say, I am a student. I am part of the healthcare team. I have the knowledge, the skills, and the passion to make a difference, to advocate for my patients, to put evidence into practice, and to constantly look for ways to improve healthcare. You are not just a student. You are a Western U College of Graduate Nursing students. Yay. Thank you. Congratulations, and enjoy the rest of your day and the journey with our college.
I would like to take a minute to thank the people that put this event together. And I would like to acknowledge them. So when I call your name, please wave and take your acknowledgement. We'll start with Mr. Ray Rouse, our Director of Operations. Mr. Chris Seha, Laboratory Technician. And I think they're hiding outside the door. But there is Miss Alex Escobedo, our manager of MSNE. And Miss Amber Alvarado, assistant to the dean. And we couldn't do this without our Master of Ceremonies, Ms. Eva Bodwin, Director of Student Services. So thank you again for attending our white coat ceremony, and we'll see you back on campus when the semester starts. Thank you.